distributed system. We combine the practice of raising fish and produce in one system that's self-sustaining, all right? So the fish poo feeds your produce cleans the water that goes back into the fish tank, and it keeps going. So the basic components of the system I just explained to you, but all right, benefits of aquaponics. You get locally raised fish and produce and low food miles. We're connecting people directly to their food. And it significantly reduces water use up to 90% because water is recirculated through the system continuously. Relatively low energy consumption, faster growth rates and yields, and plants are naturally fertilized. All right, this is typically what people define as local, is within a 100-mile radius. A lot of people would say local would be Kentucky. If you're in Louisville, you'd say it's South Indiana and Western Kentucky. Market analysis, we're going to talk about supply, demand, customer validation, defining target market and national trends. All right, market analysis supply. The total reported value of tilapia production increased significantly, 203 million in 1985 to 5.7 billion in 2010. As you can see here, you don't see the U.S. on this list of people producing food, even though we're the number 3 of demand for it. And then, 2011, 90% of seafood consumed in the U.S. was imported, up 5% from 2010. So you see, we have all this demand, but we're not producing this fish. We're not producing the things that people want. And by promoting sustainable domestic aquaculture to complement wild fisheries, we're helping solve the problem of fishery depletion in the country. We're helping teach people about their food and provide them with locally raised sustainable products. All right, now we're going to talk about market analysis and our demand. This is the annual survey through the National Grocers Association. And what people are looking for, actually, number 1, what do we see here? Locally sourced meats and seafood. Number 2, locally grown produce. Number 3, healthy kid meals. Number 4, hyper-local sourcing. Number 5, sustainability. We meet all of those in one system. All right, and then the FAO, the Food and Agriculture Organization, ranks the U.S. as the 3rd largest consumer of seafood in the world after China and Japan. I said that earlier, but in total you can see Americans are consuming billions of pounds of seafood, but we're not growing it. We're not giving it to each other. All right, our target market. What we're going to focus on is local retail, your grocery stores, food distributors. We're also going to focus on restaurants, and in the future we want to partnership with schools, with the farm to school program. We want to get this seafood, we want to get this produce in the schools. We want to teach the kids about the produce. They're interested, they're eating it, they're coming in, taking tours of our location. What's that doing? They're learning about sustainability, they're learning about where their food comes from, they're learning about agriculture, they're learning about environmental systems. But I actually have connections with all these restaurants and retailers through my position at UK. I'm an extension associate, and I've worked alongside with these people. And I can go through GAP certification, pass the certification, and meet these requirements and produce these products and partner with these people to get our products in their stores. Now Val is going to talk to you about customer validation.
So for a 2-day weekend, the weekend before Thanksgiving, when time is really pressed, we did a lot of validation with our target markets. So we picked the top 3 fresh markets here in Lexington. I know it's not a grand sample of validation for customers, but we were at 100% a positive confirmation that they had room to grow and add new suppliers. Their closest seafood that they were providing to their customers was over 650 food miles away, so North Carolina, to as far as the prawns coming from Thailand and Vietnam. So they were very receptive. In fact, they were asking how quickly could we get product to them. They're overwhelmed at times with I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. We validated by phone, email, and face-to-face. We used the local fresh markets. We used local restaurants that were marketing as a local foods, and we validated with restaurant managers and producers. How do we?
All right. We're going to go ahead and move forward since we're almost out of time.
1 second.
All right, this is the diversity of aquaponics, but now we're going to talk about profit. As you can see here in year one, we earned